Welcome students, Standard 3rd, Subject GK, Chapter 10, Inventions. Students, we live in a nice house. We open a tap and get water. We press a switch and lights and fans are turned on. You get into a bus to go to school. Do you know that it was not always like this? Yes, it's all possible due to inventions. Each invention activates a variety of benefits for the society. The great importance of invention is that it solves problems and changes the world. So, let's start our chapter with greatest inventions ever. That's a invention of the wheel and invention of the fire. Our ancestors, early human beings, used to live in the wild. They were hunter-gatherers. Let's see about one of the greatest invention of the wheel. Human beings had to carry loads on their backs. Later they used sledge to pull heavy loads. It was difficult to pull a sledge with the load, then they started pulling sledges with the help of animals. One day, early humans saw a round stone rolling down the hill. From this, he got an idea of the wheel. The first wheel must have been round logs of wood. You can see here the log of wood. Slowly, he improved the round log. He cut a round slice from a log of wood and made a hole in its center. This is the first wheel was invented. It made man's life easy. Let's learn about invention of the fire. Early human beings did not know how to light a fire. They may have seen forest fires started by lightning and learned that fire gave heat. Maybe one day someone was rubbing two stones together to break and polish them. It is possible that a spark came out of the stones and some dry leaves caught fire. So they learned how to light a fire. Thus, fire was invented by early human beings coincidentally. Now move to other inventions which are our chapter contain. The computer was invented by Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage was born on 26 December 1791. He was a mathematician, philosopher, inventor and mechanical engineer. All the essential ideas of modern computers are to be found in Babbage's analytical engine. He is known as father of computer. Airplane. Airplane was invented by Wright brothers. The Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, were two American aviation pioneers, generally credited with successful motor-operated airplane. They made the first controlled sustained flight of a powered on 17 December 1903. They were first to invent aircraft controls that made fixed wing powered flight possible. Next, invention of stethoscope. Stethoscope was invented by René Laennec. He was a French physician and musician born on 17 February 1781. René Laennec is said to have seen school children playing with long hollow sticks led up to his innovation. The children held their ear to one end of the stick while the opposite end was scratched with a pin. The stick transmitted and amplified the scratch. His skill as a flutist may also have inspired him. He built his first instrument as a 25 cm by 2.5 cm hollow wooden cylinder. The refined design featured a funnel-shaped cavity to augment the sound, separable from the body of the stethoscope. Thus, earlier stethoscope was invented. Next, telephone. Telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. Alexander Graham Bell was born on 3rd March 1847. He was a Scottish. He was inventor, scientist, and engineer who is credited with inventing and patenting the first practice telephone. Both his mother and wife were deaf. His research on hearing and speech further led him to experiment with hearing devices. Bell being awarded the first US patent for the telephone on March 7, 1876. On March 10, 1876, his patent was issued. Bell succeeded in getting his telephone to work. So, this is the invention of telephone by Alexander Graham Bell, and you can see here the evolution of telephone. Next, invention of television. Television was invented by Johann L. Baird. Johann Logie Baird was a Scottish inventor born on 13 August 1884. He was electric engineer and innovator who demonstrated his working television system on 26 January 1926. In 1928, the Baird Television Development Company achieved the first transatlantic television. He went to invent the first publicly demonstrated color television system and the first color television tube. He went to broadcast television for home entertainment, have earned him a prominent place in television's history. Students, you can see here the evolution of television from 1928 to 2007. So, thank you everyone.